A contract's lifecycle usually involves 3 stages. First, you must manage all the inbound requests, then track the negotiations with the markup and approval process, and once signed, there's managing all the obligations throughout the contract's life. For example, let's say you have a real estate agreement that needs approval by your legal department. Start by filling out your legal request web form with the required metadata. When you select the type of request, notice how the proper people are identified for routing the request and additional relevant questions appear. By identifying the counterparty, the system can later require their approval. Any supporting documents can be uploaded to the web form, which files them into IManage. Once the form is submitted, an automated workflow is initiated. The workflow begins with the profiling of the document in IManage. The employee responsible for profiling this contract will be notified by email. Then, they'll search for the document within IManage. By dragging and dropping the contract into the right folder, it will inherit all the proper metadata. As the legal team and the requester revise the contract, the workflow goes back and forth between the parties throughout the negotiation. This, in turn, captures the full chronology of comments. DocBinder will always point to the latest version of this contract in IManage. When you're ready for signatures, DocBinder can automatically start a DocuSign process. You select the documents that need to be signed, and DocuSign collects the required signatures. DocBinder then files the newly signed contracts into the corresponding IManage workspace and folder, and the workflow moves on to post-signing obligation management. This is the DocBinder contract summary page. You'll notice we've picked up important metadata information from IManage throughout the workflow. The summary page is a living web form, so as facts surrounding this contract change, we've made it easy to update and edit. Scroll down and you can set automatic reminders for all contract obligations that need to be managed for years to come. To set an obligation, you give it a name and assign the person or group responsible. Then set the due date and select an obligation type. The obligation type defines the frequency and schedule that the responsible parties will receive emails about the upcoming critical date. At the bottom of the page, you can review the chronology of comments from the negotiation, and you can add new comments if needed. All the information in the world is useless if you can't easily find what you need when you need it. The DocBinder search tool allows you to do just that. It gives you the ability to search contracts using your metadata, and a search can be as wide or as narrow as desired. Each row in the results represents a different contract in the system that meets your search criteria. The most important pieces of metadata are displayed here for quick review. Clicking on the Summary button takes you to that specific contract summary page. Or you can click on the Workflow button to see the steps associated with this contract. What we showed today was a simple example of end-to-end contract management. All of this is supported by DocBinder's full suite of management features, including the homepage, calendar, dashboard, and reporting. This entire process can be customized to fit your unique metadata and use case. Now your process has automated workflow that is synchronized with IManage, and all your contract data is searchable in one place. DocBinder, what would you like to automate?